Hello friends, and welcome to a poetry lesson. Today we're going to learn about this type of poetry called haiku. Haiku. And if you're thinking in your head that doesn't sound like English, Mr. Scott, you are correct. That has a origin, or it came from Japan. It's Japanese form of poetry. And it came back in the 17th century, and right now we're in the 21st century. So if you're talking about centuries, you're always talking about 100 years. A century, right? A century is 100 years. There's that word, century, equals 100 years. The 17th century, or the 1600s, was about 400 years ago. So this has been around for a really long time, and considering they're still teaching haiku poems in school, must mean that they're really important. Okay, now haiku follows a certain pattern. Okay, right here. Here, I'm reading right off of here. Okay, a haiku is a short, powerful poem with 3 lines that follows a pattern of syllables. That's why I said in the morning message, we really need to know our syllables. The first line has 5 syllables, the second has 7 syllables, and the last line has 5 syllables. So this line here has 5, okay? This line here has 7 syllables. This line right here has 5 syllables. So let's go over that. Let's see if that's correct. Ready? Thunder and lightning. Thunder and lightning. Yeah, that's 5 syllables because this has 2. Thunder, lightning, and this is our 5th in the middle there. So let's go over this next line and see if it has 7 syllables, right? Dark and scary clouds scare me. So dark is 1, that's 2. Scary, that's 2 more, that's 4. Clouds, that's 5. Scare, that's another syllable, that's 6. Me, that's 7. So this is correct so far. Let's go over this last one. Mom keeping me safe. So 1 syllable in mom. Mom. Keeping, that's 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. Me, 4. Safe, 5. Okay, so you see how it follows that pattern? Ooh, the train is coming. I love the train. I know it's loud, but I don't know, something about it, I just really like it. So anyhow, let's go over this. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up and say our first line needs to be 5 syllables. Our second line needs to be 7 syllables. And our third line needs to be 5 syllables. Okay, now they did the example here. They did, and you could use this example or the example I'm about to do. Thunder and lightning. Well, I love the word "and" in the middle there. That helps me say, okay, I'm starting with 1 syllable. Now, what if I used a word here that had 2 syllables and another word here that had 2 syllables? 2 plus 1 plus 2 equals 5. Now, let me think. What do I want to write about? I want to write about something that inspires me. Let's see, my children. Let me try it. Okay, ready? Maya and Ben. Okay. Well, Maya is 2 syllables. And is 1 syllable. And Ben is just 1 syllable. So I have 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. That's not enough. Okay? Now, Maya is working because that has 2 syllables. Now, what do I call another member of my family? Well, I call my wife Becca, right? Her full name is Rebecca, but we call her Becca. Now, I could say Becca or Mommy, because the kids call her Mommy, but I call her Becca. But both are 2 syllables, so that would work. Okay, so let me go ahead and erase that. And you're going to have to cross some stuff out on your page, no doubt about it. And it's okay. Like when you're writing, it's okay to cross stuff out and say, nope, that doesn't work. Let me try that. Oh, let me get my other color marker. So this is haiku. And Becca, which is short for Rebecca. And that is also 2 syllables, so that works. Because 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 2 equals 5. Okay, so we're good there. Now, this is going to be tricky. Who are Maya and Becca, right? They're my family, right? But what do I want to say about my family? So we started with a subject here, thunder and lightning. That's the subject here. My subject here is Maya and Becca. Now they're talking about what thunder and lightning is, or what it looks like, or what it feels like. Dark and scary could scare me. Okay, so people are talking about their personal experience with thunder and lightning. Now, my personal experience with Maya and Becca is they're 2 of my favorite people, right? They're my family, right? So why don't I just start with that and see how it works? My favorite. Okay, so that's 1 syllable. This is 3 syllables. That's 4, 5, 6. So let's start with that. So my is 1 syllable. Favorite. That's 3 syllables. So that's 4 syllables. I need 3 more. If I said people, then that would be 2 syllables, but then that's not really going to work. My favorite girls. Ooh. My favorite girls. That would be 1 more. Girls is 1 syllable. Let's try that. Girls. Okay, so 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Ooh, how about this? I know. Would that work? Let's try it. That's 1 syllable, that's 1 syllable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at that. Does that make sense? Maya and Becca, my favorite girls I know. That makes sense, doesn't it? So you see how I worked through that in my head? Now, I might have had to erase stuff or cross stuff out. That is totally okay to do that. 100% okay. Cross stuff out, do what you need to do. This is writing, and you have to develop it, or you're going to make some mistakes. And that's what I talked about, being challenged and being the best version of you. The best version of you is challenging yourself. So that is equal to 7. Okay. And now my last line needs to be 5. And when I think about, Maya and Becca, I love them so much. Like, that's the first thing that comes to my mind is how much I love them. They're my family. I love them. So let me go ahead and write that and see how it works out. I love them so much. And I actually didn't know before I said that would be 5 syllables, but it just worked out for me. Sometimes things just work out. Let's go over that. Is that 5 syllables? I love them so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. Each word is 1 syllable. That is equal to 5. And there, my friends, I've written a haiku poem. And it's been a long time since I wrote a haiku poem. The last time was probably about 3 or so years ago, 4 years ago, when I was teaching 3rd and 4th grade. I taught haiku poems. And this has been a while since I've done this. So this was a fun exercise for me. So I've gone ahead and written a poem that makes sense. First line has 5 syllables. Second line has 7 syllables. Third line has 5 syllables. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read it. Ready? One more time, just so I can check and I can listen to see if my poem makes sense. And you're noticing this does not have to rhyme. It does not have to rhyme. Okay, it's not that type of poem. Okay, ready? Maya and Becca, my favorite girls I know. I love them so much. That just warms my heart. And right now I'm being the best version of me, because when I'm done with this poem, I want to call them in and I want to show them my poem. And I want to warm their hearts too, so that they know how much I love and care about them. And I wrote them a beautiful poem, and I completed my haiku poem assignment. So I helped make the world a better place while writing haiku poetry. What could be better than that? Everyone have a great rest of your day. I'll see you soon.